What's up, guys? Welcome to an SAT short video where I take you through a full SAT problem, teach you everything there is to know about it, and hopefully keep it short. So let's jump right into it. So for what value of x is the function h above undefined? First and foremost, you must know this word undefined means that your denominator is going to equal 0. And that's the basis for pretty much all of these methods that we are going to use to solve this problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going just to copy this problem down, but just the denominator, because that's all that matters, that we set the denominator equal to 0. This needs to be FOILed, x minus 5, x minus 5. I see a lot of kids make a mistake, and they just distribute that squared, and they just get x squared plus 25. But notice when you FOIL correctly, you do get x squared, and you get 25 as well, but the outsides and the insides get you negative 10x, negative 5x, and negative 5x. So if you distribute that squared, you are missing out on that term, and you're going to get the problem wrong. So distribute that 4 and combine like terms now. X squared has nobody. He just comes down. Negative 10x. Positive 4x gets a negative 6x, and then the constants. 25 minus 20 is 5, plus 4 is 9. And we are able to factor this now. Remember, whenever you solve a quadratic, you must get everything to one side of the equation, which it already is, and factor. Do not try to just factor out an x from this and that. That will get you nowhere. Factoring the real way gets you x minus 3, or x minus 3 squared, which equals 0. And now we just ask ourselves, what do we plug in for x to get 0? And that is obviously 3, because 3 minus 3 gets you 0. Squared is still 0. So that's the first method. Pretty straightforward. Just make sure you combine like terms correctly and you'll be good to go. But there are some different, maybe easier methods. So try out all of these. See what's easier for you. I'm going to just erase this, but the next method does also depend on the denominator equaling 0. But if you recognize x minus 5 here and here, they do that for a reason, because they will make factoring a lot easier if you set x minus 5 equal to a random variable like r. And what we can do is we can replace the x minus 5s with an r and watch what happens. Still set it equal to 0 and factor, but now it's so much easier to factor. There's no combining like terms. Just r plus 2, r plus 2. And now r equals negative 2. Of course, the problem doesn't care about r. I made that up. But if you plug negative 2 in for r, you can solve for x. Bada bing, bada boom. X equals 3 still. And that took probably half the time. But I like this method more. I personally would use this. If you're not comfortable with it, don't try to go out of your way to learn it. There are plenty of other ways, and we're going to go over 2 more. Third way, maybe if you're a little strapped for time, don't really know how to do this, you can guess and check it. We are trying to get the following equal to 0. So if x equals 5, 5 minus 5 is 0, 5 minus 5 is 0, we just get a 4 in the denominator, which isn't 0, but it's close, meaning the answer's got to be somewhere close to 5. Surprise, surprise, the answer is 3. Now, if you went up to 6, you're kind of going the wrong way, because 6 minus 5 squared, that's going to give you 1, plus 4 times 1, plus 4. So you get 9. You're going the wrong way. If you go back down to 4, this number will go down, and you'll get closer and closer to 0. I think when you plug in 4, you get 1. But when you plug in 3, of course, you get 0, which means 3 is the answer. So feel free to try, guess, and check. If you really don't know what's going on, I guess. I don't know. But the last thing I will show you is how to do this with the calculator. And I think it's super important that you know how to do this with the calculator for this problem, for other problems. And it's important that you just know how to use the graphing function in general. So here's what a normal TI looks like. just make sure when you plug this whole function in, make sure that you use an extra set of parentheses around the denominator. And that just ensures that the whole denominator is down there. If you don't include those parentheses, what you're going to do is only have this part in your denominator, and the rest of it is going to be added on at the end, like it's over there. If that doesn't make sense, fine. Just remember, put parentheses, an extra set in your denominator when you have multiple terms. Cool. Let me get rid of this. So once you type in your function into the calculator, what you can do is you can hit the graph button, and look at that. We see a function, we see a graph, and all you're doing when you're looking for undefined is you're looking for your vertical asymptote, which is right there. You're looking for a vertical line where your function kind of approaches. And that, of course, is at x equals 3. So if you're good at the calculator, not a lot of work, just a bunch of button pushing. So I hope that one of those 4 methods kind of clicks with you. Hopefully one other than the guess and check. That's just like a last-ditch effort. But make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you got something out of this video. Make sure to watch some more of my videos. There's a ton to learn. Very quickly, you can improve your score on the SAT if you learn some methods. So make sure to check my channel out, and I will see you guys in another video.
Brad does math.